Welcome back. Dr. Ilana Gelman here, naturopathic doctor. Welcome back to my kitchen. I feel so good. I just got back from Pilates again and I am in love with this exercise. If you've never tried Pilates, please try it. The one with the reformers, not just the one on the mat. I just always feel so good. It took me years to really find the exercise I love, and I love Pilates. So I hope maybe that inspires you to check out a class if you haven't. But we're back in my kitchen. We are ready to cook a little bit, but I mostly cooked last night. And I want to show you my food this time because I've realized I haven't been showing you my food, and I really think that that may be helpful. So I cooked last night for you guys. I was in such a rush. I had so little time. My life is just on fire. I've got so many things in the works. I'm creating so much. I love it. I can't wait to share with you what I'm up to. So I've been really busy, but I made all of this food in an hour and 20 minutes. I even timed myself, and I know you could do this too. But one of the things for sure I want to share with you today is how to boil eggs. I have hard-boiled eggs on hand at all times. I store them in this little case, and I have them in the refrigerator, and these are like the quickest little to-go snacks or for the morning. And I have some patients who ask me, how do you boil your eggs? And I didn't realize that not everyone knew how to boil your eggs, and I thought that was the cutest question, and I love to share this with you because it's so important. And there's actually a secret way to boil eggs the right way. So what you'll do is you start with a pot of boiling water. So this is already boiling, okay? I'm gonna take off the lid. I take one of my eggs, and pasture-raised eggs are by far the best. It's the richest of the yellowest yolks, most dense nutrition. It's beautiful. So I put it on a spoon, and I literally just dump them in one at a time. Okay? Now, I like soft-boiled eggs. There's different types. There's hard-boiled eggs. There's soft-boiled eggs. I like when my yolks are a little bit on the softer side, not runny, but softer side, and that they're a little bit creamier instead of pasty, I don't know, or dry. So I'm gonna put the timer on. I like 7 minutes. And I just say start. Now for hard-boiled eggs, you could do it, you could boil your eggs for 12 minutes. You could do for 15 minutes. I like 7 minutes. Depending on the size of the egg, you decide, but it is so much better. I don't like the chalky type of yolk or where it falls apart and crumbles. I don't like that. I love it when it's creamy and smooth, and you'll kind of get an idea once you do this. Maybe I should just open one of these up because these are already ready. Okay, as I do that, so I can show you, I also want to show you what I cooked, right? In just the hour and 20 minutes. All right, one of the first things that I cooked was salmon. Salmon is one of the quickest things that you can do. You literally put some seasoning on it and you put it in the oven, and it takes another 7 minutes. I kind of like the number 7. So 7 minutes in the oven. You don't want to overdo it. It's so much more tasty that way. So just literally put it in the oven, and then I also at the same time roasted some yams. So this is what it looks like, and I already partitioned them out. And look at this. I have 4 of these meals. Now, because I share with Anthony, I'm going to get 2, and he's going to get 2, and I like salmon cold, so I've got no problem. Okay, I'm going to show you. You see how yellow these are? You're not going to really see. These I may have boiled a little bit too long. Sorry. But no, they're usually much more creamy. It really depends. There's a trick to this. So once it's at 7, when you dump out the water, you want to put them in the refrigerator right away, or even put cold water over it because you want to stop the cooking process in order not to let them go too long. These were a little bit too long. I think Anthony made these. That's okay. I love when he helps me cook. He's amazing. So 7 minutes, put cold water on top of it, and then put them right in the refrigerator so it stops the cooking process. That's how you get the soft-boiled eggs. Okay, let's continue on with what else I made. All right, one of my dear friends, Dr. Laura Noel, I just adore her. She gave me this huge zucchini. Look at how big this is. So what did I do? I just decided to stuff it, and I had elk meat. I do a lot of wild game just to give me a good variety of proteins, and I just sauteed it with some spices and some parsley. I stuffed it up, and then I baked it. And it sat in the oven maybe for 30 minutes or 40 minutes until the zucchini got soft. And I'm going to serve this with a carbohydrate. Now, I've got my proteins, my fats, and my vegetables in there. The protein in the elk, the fat in the elk, and then my vegetable with the zucchini. And then I just went ahead and I just made a whole thing of quinoa. I don't eat a lot of quinoa. Anthony loves quinoa. But out of all the grains, if I were going to eat a grain, it is quinoa. So that'll make now a complete meal. I also, with this meal, I forgot to mention, I now have my protein and fat. I have my carbohydrate with my yams, and I roasted that just with some olive oil and salt. And my greens, I'm just gonna make it with a side salad. That's it. It's as simple as that. I also I steamed an artichoke. I put it in here, but I love artichokes. So here's the artichoke. You can't really see it. Oh, the lighting's horrible. And the other thing I did. Remember last week I made the broth, that chicken broth. Well, I saved that chicken broth so I can make now a different soup this week. I defrosted it because I put it in the freezer, and I just sauteed some ground turkey, and I just added what I had from that chicken broth into the ground turkey. And I put some fresh parsley on it. I'll put some fresh lemon when I'm ready to serve. But this is a complete meal. I've got my protein. I've got from the turkey. I've got my carbohydrates from potatoes, onions, and parsnips because that was part of the broth. I've got my fat, the healthy fat from that broth, from the chicken broth. And then I've got my vegetables because I've got some of my parsley in there. I've got some carrots, although I'm going to eat it with a salad. It's not really enough greens for me. Now, once again, I did this all. I hard-boiled the eggs. I did 4 different meals for the salmon. This is at least 2 different meals, at least, for both of us. Salads, the turkey soup. I've got a whole week's meal, probably a whole week. It'll probably last me till Friday. I've got my snacks here. I always have avocados on hand. We always have lemons on hand. And we're set. It really it doesn't take that long once you get in the mode of being able to food prep and really just kind of multitask with it. It was actually really calming for me to do it, so I enjoyed it. But I hope that this empowers you to know you can do this too. And as long as you've got these balanced meals and you've got those 4 categories of foods in each meal, your protein, your fat, your carbohydrate, some greens, some vegetables, you're set and you're eating really good meals. So I got to check on the eggs. We're almost done with them. Enjoy your hard-boiled eggs. I love sharing. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing with other people so that they can get inspired as well. All right, until next week, bye-bye.